up, alien army? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. And on this channel, we discuss everything out of this world. So today's topic, I was guided to do a little reading for you, and the topic is going to be what to expect in the next 72 hours. Now, I don't know why this is actually a very specific time frame, but it is going to be pertinent to whenever you watch the video. So yeah, this is what I have for you, okay? And keep in mind, 72 hours, little things can occur, big things can occur, whatever it is. This can also refer to like peace of mind and metaphors and things like that, so always take what resonates with you. Now I'm going to have you pick a group, and this is group number 1 over here, this dodecahedron over here, and we have group number 2, which I was guided to show this to you guys. This is actually a mini fedora, and we have group number 3, which is this guy here, this stone. Yeah, and I believe the dodecahedron is orange calcite, and this guy is aventurine. So and this is just a little felt fedora. All right. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Let's start with group number 1, and all of the groups are going to be random, so I am going to be pulling cards differently for all the different groups depending on what I'm guided on. And remember, this is a general reading, so there might be something in here for everyone in each group. It might just be one thing. Remember, this is like a small window, 72 hours in Earth time. So let's just see. Let's get started with this. Let's just pull for group number 1. Let's get started here. 72 hours. What's gonna go on? This little guy here, orange dodecahedron. This is such a random topic, but I was guided to do it. So here we the fuck are. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. Orange dodecahedron. Queen of Cups. Alright, let's see a little story here. We're going to go into this mini deck that I have. I even have a more mini deck, which we might take out later, but it's more mini than this one, which I was guided to. The cards call me. I don't particularly call the cards. And we have 3 of Pentacles. I almost dropped that one, the Fool. So some of you with this new beginning, there might be a new chance that you were not expecting, and you almost might miss the opportunity just because that card almost slipped out of my fingers. So this is a very fleeting opportunity for some of you in the next 72 hours. Judgment. Yeah. All right. So this is a fleeting opportunity for you, some of you here. Now let's just look at these cards that we have. For some of you, there's going to be a fleeting opportunity in a business, that there's something with a business, okay? A business proposition or something to do with working with someone in a partnership in business that maybe you didn't feel comfortable about at a certain point, but there's going to be sort of like a revolution that comes back around. This might be a missed opportunity. This might be something to do with a job. Let's say, this is just one example, but if someone didn't receive a call back from a job, or they received a call from a job that said that they're not looking to hire anyone or something like that, there might be a new opportunity to allow this to unfold for you in a business standpoint, something to do with that. In the next 72 hours, okay, from whenever you watch this, you might receive some sort of business offer, business proposition, someone wanting to work with you, okay? So if it doesn't have to do with business, this might be in terms of something with money or like a deal with someone else, okay? It's something to do with like a deal. There's going to be something. It's going to seem like an opportunity that you thought you missed, that you really liked, that you maybe had a little bit of an emotional attachment to, but you thought that it slid out of your hands But in the 5D, this opportunity is already there. It's already as solid as it can possibly get, okay, ethereally speaking. And some of you are going to have this opportunity here. Like I said, it's going to be quick. It might be an opportunity, something to do with business, something to do with finance, career, something along those lines of partnership, working with someone. I'm picking up a very strong sense in that area, okay, in the next 72 hours that you thought you might have missed it, but it's going to come around again. What else is coming through? Yeah, 6 of Wands. Remember, this is going to be a few different messages. King of Cups. Okay, yeah, look, we had the Queen of Cups coming out first with this one here. Now we have the King of Cups, the King and Queen of Cups. Okay, this also might be two wands to come out together. I'm talking about a couple of the Queen and the King of Cups. So there's something. Oh shit, y'all. What do we have? Where am I? Here we go. 5 of Cups and the fucking Tower together with Judgment. Okay, so some of you, there's going to be a reevaluation of a certain relationship that's going to come through, because there's going to be something about a couple that's going to come to the surface. And it's going to come through in a way where it was definitely not expected. Something with a couple. Now, I'm not saying it has to do with you, okay? It might, but it might not. This might have to do with a couple that you viewed as perfect or close. Again, it could be a situation with you personally, but for some, for actually, I'm sensing the most that would receive this in the 72 hours, you're going to see something, or something is going to be revealed about a couple that you thought were picture perfect and they're really not. Something is going to be revealed about them. So it might be like, let's say you had like an aunt and uncle who you thought were like the perfect couple or something, or even the opposite, an aunt and uncle who you thought were, I don't know, misfits or some shit, right? Like whatever, right? But either which way, a couple that you know of, and there was a certain perception about this couple, but the opposite of it is going to come out in the next 72 hours, and you'd be like, oh snap. You'd be like, whoa, all that was going on. Or it could have been like an idealized version of something that you thought was like the perfect couple, but then some truth is going to come out about that, and you'd be like, whoa, that's not what the fuck it was at all. It's going to be something like that, where illusions about a particular couple are going to be shattered. I don't know why I'm not picking up that it's not with you particularly, though. It's someone, it's a couple, and it could be, listen, it could be a couple, it can be 2 males, it could be 2 females, it could be a male and a female couple, however it is, okay? It could be a non-binary couple, but there's a couple, a partnership, a romantic partnership that perhaps you were idealizing, and it's going to come out that that shit was not all what it seemed. Wow. And you're gonna be legit floored, you, and it's gonna if this isn't about you, because listen, you know, this is a general read, it could be about you, but what the most part I'm sensing is that this is something that you're going to reevaluate your own definition of what you thought a perfect couple was. Within the next 72 hours, you're going to reevaluate that, because you'd be like, whoa, I thought this couple was like this, and they're really not. Something is going to come out about. I feel like it's juicy. I'm going to get one more, because ooh. Thank you, universe. I love it when the cards do that. Ace of Swords, you got to be shitting me. I said a truth is going to come out. Ace of Swords. Yo. This might be a scandal in the family. It might be a scandal in the neighborhood. There's to be something big that comes out. Honestly, I ain't even going to put it past no motherfucker. It could be something that comes out with like a couple in like mainstream media type of shit. There's going to be something that comes out that you're going to be like, oh snap. I thought they were like this, and they're really not. And again, it can go both ways. It could be, they could have seemed like they were perfect on the outside, and there's a whole bunch of fucking batshit crazy things creeping out the closet there. Or it could be they seemed really dysfunctional, or like, what the fuck, but then it comes out that this is what's really good. This is what's really going on. It's something that's going to come out, clarity about a particular couple, that you, even if this doesn't affect you, like I said, you're going to be like, oh, and it's going to cause you to self-evaluate and maybe put into perspective how you view relationships, or how you view your partnerships, or things like that. Something like that, okay? Let's see what else is going on. You know what? I feel like we gonna get one of these guys. Y'all know about this little, this joint over here, my little magic cube, my puzzle piece cube. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Would being famous make you happier? I feel like that's like a self-reflective question, if any of you were interested in that. But I am sensing some of you might have like a desire to go mainstream, or there might be something in regards to like your creativity finally being recognized for something that you've been doing, something that you're gonna perhaps be presented with something like that will either keep you where you are now, or it's going to beckon you to say, do you want all of this? Do you want this fame for whatever it is? And it's something to do with like creative resources, because we have the orange stone here from a multifaceted dimensional level. So some of you might be presented with that opportunity. Not necessarily, I mean, it can be for some, you know, as a general reading, but it can be for some like overnight success, overnight stardom, something to do with creativity, okay? Yeah, Page of Wands, some opportunity to express yourself that would potentially allow you to become famous or well-known or recognized, even if it's just like in your community or something. There's going to be an opportunity for some of you that you might question, or you might have the chance to choose, like, do you want to step forward and perhaps taste that type of lifestyle, or do you want to stay where you're at? There's be some sort of opportunity presented, or it could be the thing that I said in the beginning with that business opportunity. It could be something with that comes up, and even if it doesn't propel you into like overnight stardom or something, with you stepping forward into that new opportunity within the next 72 hours, it puts you on the path to being famous. That's just something out right there. So that is interesting the way that came out. Let's get one of these little ASMR there. Okay, so I said we had the mini tarot deck over here. Now we had the mini motherfucking tarot deck, and we gonna take this one. I don't know if you even get be able to see, but this is the Five of Swords. Okay. So some of you, this actually might be, because this is what I'm sensing overall with this group, is some of you might have thought you were in competition with someone else, and I'm sensing more in like a business or finance or career type of thing, not necessarily in love. Like I said, we have the love situation there, which might be yours, but I'm sensing it's more going to be about you observing someone else's relationship in that context. But this might be the opportunity where you felt that you had some sort of competition with whoever the fuck it was, and you are now gonna be put in a position to put your money where your mouth is, I'm sensing. And I don't know why I'm sensing that in that way, but I really feel like this is what's going to occur with this Five of Swords here. I just want to get one, like, to clarify, because, like, what does that mean here? Oh yeah, Queen of Swords. Look at this, Swords again. Okay, so yeah, put your money where your mouth is. I'm sensing that if this is, and I'm sensing this is like in like career, finance, something. There might be something where like someone is gonna say something to you. I feel like it might be like a competitor or someone who thinks that they're competing with you, but they're really not, because there's no competition, because everyone's fucking unique, right? But it's like something is gonna like some remark is going to be said, and you're going to be so quick with like nipping that shit in the butt, whatever it is. And I'm not sensing this as like a big thing. The Five of Swords is like petty arguments, but it's going to be someone who thinks that they're competing with you, that they're going to say something that they think is clever, and you're just going to come back with that Queen of Swords, like, look, sharpening the swords, like I will cut you, son. Like, no, like, don't come at me. Like, you're going to have such a quick comeback. And I'm sensing this is in terms of like business or career or finance, or like there might be like a group interview. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I'm picturing like a group job interview, and someone who is also in the interview with you as a candidate might say something directed at you in the group interview, and you're just going to nip that, and then therefore you get the job and they don't because of your quick response and the way that they came at you. Something like that. Okay, that's very specific. Very, very specific, but there's something going on like that for you guys. So interesting 72 hours here. That's what I have for you, group number 1. Let's get into group number 2. What is up, group number 2? Those of you that chose this lovely little mini fedora, let's find out what's going on your next 72 hours. Okay, so who do we want to start with? You know what, I'm going to start with the magic puzzle cube here, which is a very, very interesting specimen in and of itself. Okay, have you ever been bullied? So I'm just gonna leave that right there because I want to see what direction this is going. But have you ever been bullied? That's an interesting question. So let me get a main, two main cards wanted to come out, so we gonna take it. Two of them that came out together. Oh wow, okay. Both wands. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands here. Okay, yeah, so a tough situation is going to come to an end. A situation where you felt like you might have been defeated or, like, again, bullied or something. But I'm not necessarily picking up bully, like, like school days and shit like that. I'm picking up more like you putting pressure on yourself and you finally releasing it. So there's something that's going to come to like a swift movement forward of you releasing pressure on yourself, or you might receive a phone call to that's going to help you to relieve this pressure from yourself, or there'd be something like a big sigh of relief coming to you in the next 72 hours. And this is a general reading, so any area that you felt like you were defeated in, maybe you were bullying yourself in, I'm sensing that it's going to come to an end. Yeah, Hangman. Yep. And we got Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. Yeah, so there's some situation that I feel like you might have been in this situation for a while, and it was just like it was a big detriment to you. You were at a standstill in this situation, or you might have been putting undue pressure on yourself, and you're going to receive some sort of news that's going to allow it's going to be like a flood of relief. It's going to be like a sigh of relief where you actually get to take time out to celebrate and enjoy and just relax your mind, relax your body, and all of that type of shit. So this might be in terms of like an unexpected like vacation. It might be like your job telling you, listen, like we're going to give you like another week paid vacation, XYZ. Take what situation applies to you, but this is somewhere where you felt a lot of pressure. I sense you might have been bullying yourself with that, like thinking like, why is this situation stuck or whatever, and it's be something. Some news is going to come along like swift, and it's just be like it's going to release a whole multitude of fucking pent-up energy that you had in you from this situation and give you a cause to celebrate. So that's just one example. Like I said, with the job situation, it can be anything. If it's in terms of a relationship, perhaps you were wondering like when you were going to hear from a particular person or where the relationship was going. I'm sensing that you are the one that is going to be receiving news from it, them, whoever the relationship, is involved with you, right? You're going to receive some information from them that perhaps you've been waiting for, okay? Also, it could be in terms of like you receiving test results, whether it's like medical test results, or you receiving test results, like if you're in some sort of program where you're taking tests, like high school, college, higher learning, educational courses, whatever, you know, whatever applies to you. But you are going to be receiving some news that's going to allow you to take this big burden off yourself. But this is the area especially that you felt like was stagnant and stuck for a while, and you were kind of like putting undue pressure on yourself. You are not going to have to do anything in the next 72 hours aside from receive this message and then have, you know, the time to celebrate and to relax your mind. So that's one aspect of it. Let's see what else is going on next 72 hours. Yeah, look at this, Wheel of Fortune. This is just like a confirmation of what I already said here. Three of Cups, again, something to celebrate. An unexpected turn of events, something to celebrate. You're going to have a lot to celebrate. Look at this. Seven of Swords. So when you receive this unexpected news, which is going to come in swiftly, you're going to have cause to celebrate. But here's the thing. Don't question it. Don't overthink it. Don't try to overanalyze it. And I'm sensing also for some of you, like, not to be shady about it. I don't know why. And what I mean by don't be shady about it is if someone, like, asks you, you know, why are you so happy today? Why are you in such a good mood? Or let's say you invite everyone to the fucking bar, right? Because you're in a good mood because you received something, right? You got A+ on your fucking test, whatever situation that was that pertains to you. They're gonna ask you, and you might be suspicious. Why is this motherfucker asking me why I'm so happy? Just be like, yeah, I got an A on my test. I studied for fucking 3 months straight to pass this final exam or whatever. I don't even know, okay? Whatever the situation is, like, you damn Skippy, I'm fucking happy. That's what I mean by don't be shady about it. I feel like you're gonna be suspicious of someone who's questioning your happiness or why they're here to celebrate, right? But be proud of it, because I feel like, again, with this, have you ever been bullied? I feel like you, at some level, when you receive this good news, you might not believe that it's actually happening. That's what I'm sensing. And because you might not believe that it's actually happening, when someone kind of fans the flames of that, if they're like, well, why are you so happy? You know, or they try to like put you in a box or whatever, don't fall back into that trap. Put yourself out there and be like, these are the reasons why we're celebrating today, no matter what it is. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Is there anything else for group number 2? The High Priestess, 10 of Wands, King of Wands. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. You know what? One card, when I put the deck down, one came like crossed over the other. 10 of Swords. Look at this. So we have double 4s, double 10s. And we have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. There's definitely a cycle ending here. This is the cycle ending that you were worried and you were doubting your own magic, and now you are going to be shown the magic that you possess. But I'm sensing, because that cycle wasn't going anywhere for such a long time, that you might have a hard time believing that the cycle is actually ended. That's what I'm seeing here. But this is the end of a cycle for some of you, okay? The end of a cycle of not trusting your intuition. This might be something else happening in 72 hours. Some of you are going to be proven correct by your intuition in regards to a particular topic. Some of you that have been doubting your intuition, that some of you might have been questioning, like, do you even have these magical powers or not? The end of the cycle of doubting yourself is here. It's like, that's it. You're going to have confirmation that you are on fleek with your fucking spiritual prowess, okay? That's what I'm getting here with this. And it's like, you can come in and you can claim your new reality. So let's get a little thing. So the end of doubting your intuition is here. That's coming. You're going to see something that you had like an inkling a gut instinct on whatever, that like maybe there was no movement in that situation, but you like knew it on the inside. You're going to receive some clarity that's going to cause you to end the cycle of you doubting yourself and things like that. So I'm just going to call this the ASMR cup, because even though it's not a cup, yeah. We have the mini tarot deck, and 2 came out for you guys. So this is the mini deck. Okay, so we have what is this? We have, oh my goodness, we have the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so if any of you were doubting a connection with a specific individual, it could have been, you know, that could be the situation that's coming to an end. Maybe you were doubting what you were feeling about a specific individual. Now, it could be love related. It might not be. It could be a friendship, a close relative, something like that. But if you were doubting your intuition because you kind of knew what the fuck was up with this motherfucker, and it doesn't have to be bad. It could be good too. But you didn't see any like proof of it in the 3D. Maybe you even saw conflict with this individual in the 3D, but you knew that it was just minor. And the situation was like, you knew what it was on the inside, but you were doubting yourself because there was no outside proof, right? You knew it was like a minor thing. So let's say if you had an argument with someone, lover, friend, relative, whoever, but you knew it was going to blow over because you sensed what it was about, that maybe they were wrong about something, but they were being stubborn, they didn't want to admit it, or whatever the case, right? You sense that they were only not speaking to you. Let's say if that is, you know, it's just one example, but let's say they weren't speaking to you, there's a minor argument, blah, 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 but you knew it was because they knew they were wrong and they just didn't want to admit they were wrong. You're going to receive clarity that you were right about your intuition about that whole situation, even if it was a petty argument or whatever. You're going to receive clarity that your intuition was right, because this individual I'm sensing, some of you, you know, this could be for both, or this could be just an entirely new situation, but you are going to receive some sort of communication, a friendly gesture, an olive branch in the next 72 hours from someone who there was a conflict with. And it doesn't have to be a major conflict, which I'm not sensing there is a major conflict, but this is just going to be like, you know, 2 scenarios. You're going to be like, aha, I was right. And, you know, they are going to contact you and say what you were sensing that was going on within them. They're going to tell you that like verbatim in the 3D. So now you have your proof. You don't doubt your intuition. And if it isn't that, because, you know, this, everyone is having a, you know, general reading. If it isn't that, whoever you might have had a small disagreement with or a conflict with, they are going to extend an olive branch to you within the next 72 hours, however that is, however it resonates for them, but they are going to contact you with like some sort of friendly communication. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 2. Let's move on to group number 3. What is up, group number 3? Those of you that chose this fella right here, let's find out what's going on for you in the next 72 hours. So where am I guided to start? Let's get 3 of these little mini decks here. All right. 1, 3. Okay. Queen of Wands. The Empress, the Hermit. God damn. Okay, so we have a Queen and 2 majors here. Something told me to look at the bottom of the deck when I put them down. So let's see. Oh my God, thank you, universe. I love it when the cards do that. I always love it. Look at this, Queen of Pentacles. So we have 2 queens, the Empress and the Hermit. Let me just take this card out, because all right, 2 queens, the Empress and the Hermit. The next 72 hours you're gonna be dealing with a lot of people. There might be a party, a lot of earth energy here. Some of you might be earth signs, like earth, sun, moon, rising. Some of you might have earth, Venus signs. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You're gonna be dealing with a lot of people. I don't know if it's gonna be like in like a social setting, or there's gonna be a group, there's gonna be like a whole bunch of different activities going on, like in a social setting. Some of you might be going on vacation, some of you might be going on a trip, some of you might be going to the fucking club and shit like that. I don't know, there's just gonna be a whole lot of people. Or you might be hanging out with a lot of earth signs in the next 72 hours. But let's try to figure out what else, because this is interesting. There's always one, oh my god. Thank you, universe. Look at this. Another people fucking card. Page of Swords. Sniff my lavender oil. While I figure this out. Okay, this is to be very specific. This is a general reading, so, you know, take what pertains to you, what resonates. Someone is watching you from afar, eyeing you and everyone in your social circle, who the fuck you hang out with. Some of you, oh, holy fuck. Social setting, a lot of people. Someone is observing everyone who you're interacting with. Now, this could be online stalking. This could be stalking. I mean, it could be physical stalking. I ain't gonna fucking lie here, because we have a lot of earth energy, so that means there's something happening in the physical realm here. Something is happening, or something did happen, and then now this motherfucker's stalking you, okay? And I don't mean in like a malicious way, like they're gonna do something like really crazy, but they're curious. They're fucking curious about everyone who you interact with. There's a lot of people here, so this could be even someone that maybe you met at a party, like I said in the beginning, that party situation. You met them at a party and they've been like kind of watching you ever since then. But in the next 72 hours, what's gonna happen? Because this one, oh my goodness. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, more earth energy. This is an interesting group. I'm just getting a whole bunch of cards now. Look at this. Princess of Pentacles, another person card, and more earth energy. Okay, so you are either going to be invited to like a social event, or you're going to go to a social event, or you went to a social event and you met someone who has now been stalking you. Like, I mean, not in like a malicious way, as I said, in a way where they're just curious and they're fucking observing you, and they're observing like everything that you're doing. I'm sensing that this individual might have felt like they lost you, and now they're eyeing you from afar. But you don't realize that they're watching you because you have so many others around you. This group is really, really, really interesting. And you got the Aventurine. So I sense that you... there's going to be some sort of like social event or gathering. I don't know why, or maybe like it could be like a Zoom chat, a conference call, something like that. There's going to be something like that, but I'm sensing that someone in this conglomeration has been watching you from afar, but they have not been saying that they've been watching you, but they've been watching you interact with all these other individuals. So with all this earth energy too, this could be a work situation. There could be a co-worker that's been just looking at you, like observing you in a way where they're like infatuated with you. That I am getting the sense that this individual is infatuated with you. So even if they are like a colleague at work, they got a little something more than fucking work vibes for your ass. You know what I'm saying? So they've been watching everything that you're doing. If this is not like someone from, you know, I'm just, remember, this is 72 hours. So this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a Zoom conference call. There's going to be a get together. Or it's going to come out somehow in the circle of friends that there's a certain motherfucker who's been watching you. And it's going to come out. It's going to come to the surface, earth energy of who it is. Something physical is going to occur because this individual has been watching you. Like, I'm not even really picking up anything else for this group. That's fucking strange. What y'all do? Ooh. Is that the only message? So if someone's watching you, there could be a big social event, something with a Zoom chat. Universe. Oh my goodness gracious. So wow. Ooh. Two came out together, so let's look at them. The Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. A lot of majors, a lot of earth energy. So there's going to be something, I'm really sensing that this individual is going to step forward, whoever that has been observing you or something, colleague, co-worker, whatever, they're going to step forward, they're going to offer you something. You're going to be, I wouldn't say shocked, but you're just kind of be like, well, what? Like, you were watching me like that? Like, not necessarily in a creep-tastic way, but I feel like something is going to come to the surface here. There's going to be solidification, or if you felt like someone was watching you, it's going to come out that they were through some turn of events. So this could be, like I said, it could be a coworker that has a crush on you, that's been observing you in the Zoom chat. This could actually be someone you had physically met at a party, and you were kind of talking to them, but you didn't realize that how deeply they were like entrenched in your life, looking at everything you do. This person might be younger than you, definitely a little bit less versed in experience. Like, I'm sensing like a crush type of energy, okay? Or they could be older than you but just behaving impishly, you know what I'm saying? But something is going to come out in regards to this in the next 72 hours. It's like they have a crush on you, but I don't feel you're going to take it in a creepy way. I mean, you may or may not want to be with them back, but you just kind of be like, wait, what? Or some of you might actually take this opportunity to nip it in the butt. Like, let's say you're a boss and like one of your workers has a crush on you and you didn't realize, like, it's not going to be in a creepy way. You're just going to nip it in the butt if that's what it is. Or if this is a coworker that you are interested in, or if this is someone that you did meet at a party and you are interested in them too. Like, I'm not sensing like a big thing is going to happen, but some sort of truth is going to be revealed about this individual, because they are going to choose to step forward and say something. However they say it, could be a text message. They might say something honestly in front of a group of motherfuckers, I ain't gonna lie. Especially if you do go to that social setting and then someone is there. Because remember, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios because it's a general reading. So if you are in a social setting, someone might come out in your circle of friends that's been watching you from afar and they have a crush on you, and they might present that opportunity at that social setting to tell you, because they're going to step forward of their own volition, I'll tell you that. I don't know if there's any other messages. Like this group, like the other groups there were a bunch of different messages, but this I'm feeling is very, very specific. 5 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. I'm really trying to get the Empress. Again, with the Empress twice on the board. You're someone's like dream person, whether you're like a woman, a man, whatever you're identifying as. You're this individual's dream person. They see everything with you. There might have been some conflict with them in the past. They might have behaved immaturely in the past with you. So you might not think that they're that serious about you. Okay, so let's say another scenario just popped into my mind here. Group readings be like that. Let's say all the same shit that I said still applies, but this could even be someone that you messed with from the past that you didn't think was really into you like that because they behaved immaturely around you, right? But in the next 72 hours, it's going to come out because they are going to choose to step forward to tell you what they really want with you. I don't know if they're going to really wear their heart on their sleeve, like, you know, profess their fucking feelings like that in an emotional nature, because there's a lot of earth energy, so they might approach it in like a logical and practical manner. Like, yo, listen, I'm feeling you. What are your thoughts on that? Like something like that. You'd be like, what? But it's gonna be something left field, and it's be someone that you didn't even know how to crush on you, or it's gonna be someone that maybe you had a little situationship with in the past, but you didn't really think it was serious, but like they hungry for your ass, they thirsty for your ass, they gonna come on through and be like, listen, I'm feeling you, what you think? And you be like, wait, what? Like, it's gonna be something like that. If it's not a work situation, or if there's no party, social event, or if it's not a Zoom chat, it's not a coworker, this could be someone coming forward that you messed with in the past, that you felt was like immature, or they behaved immaturely, and you didn't really think it was that serious. You're just kind of like, okay, yeah, it was what it was, but they're going to come through and they're going to tell you that they want to be with you, or they have feelings with you, or something. They're going to profess something that it was more serious to them than you thought it was serious to them, if that makes sense. And they're going to tell you this physically in a way where it's just, all this earth energy, it's going to be coming through a text message, through an email. They might call you on the phone. You might even randomly run into them at a party, and then they're going to pull you aside and tell you, but there's going to be some sort of something that they're going to tell you. There might have been conflict with this individual in the past, but not like a big deal, just like kind of like they're sensing the loss of you being in their experience, if that is, the romantic situation and it's not that whole work situation. So let's get one of these, my magic little puzzle deck over here. Let's see if there's any, because this group I feel like came in like very specifically. What ongoing world issue or challenge makes you immediately viscerally angry? Again, visceral. We have more like action-oriented type of things. So, I don't know. That's a random message for you guys. How do we tie it into this? What ongoing world issue or challenge makes you immediately viscerally angry? Maybe you and this individual share that in common. Like this, and that's what brought you together. Like you're both on the same wavelength of that thought process or ideology or something, or philosophy, right? Like that's what you might have in common with this individual, and they see things the way you see it, and that's why they're so infatuated by you, because you have this one thing in common. And it could be like just the way you view certain things, like what your prerogatives are in regards to like the collective, and what their prerogatives are in regards to collective. You might have that in common, but you might have had like little snafus and difficulties in the past, if it's like a romantic relationship type of thing, or a situationship. So if it's not that, with the situation where it was like a love type of energy, if it's just someone who was interested in you from afar, and then they decide to approach you at the social event or after the Zoom chat, they're going to hit you up. They might have been so infatuated with you, or they might be so infatuated with you because they have been studying you from afar, like I said, and they see that you and them actually have the same world views, and that's what kind of sucked them into your aura. Okay, so let's get one of these. I've been calling it the ASMR jar, so here we go. All right, and these are the mini tarot cards. So I'm gonna get one, just to like kind of close this off. These are the minis. Yeah, look at this. 2 of Pentacles, more earth energy. Holy shit. Yeah, so you're gonna have a choice, because this individual, I'm telling you, they have a choice. They're already coming through with something. Some crush is gonna be revealed on you, or it's gonna be revealed that someone actually shares your views when you might have had differences with them in the past, but someone I'm sensing is in hot pursuit of you, and now you have the choice to either proceed forward with this individual, or you have the choice to nip it in the butt. Because like I said, for a general reading, if this is a situation where you're sensing it's inappropriate, like if it's like a boss colleague type of deal, and they have a crush on you and they tell you had the choice, you can nip it in the butt. But I'm sensing that something is going to come to a head in the next 72 hours about someone's true feelings for you, or their ideologies in regards to yours. Something is going to come out, and it's going to come out in the physical, in all the ways that I mentioned. It's going to be different for everyone, but I'm really not picking up anything else. I'm picking up that this is just this one specific situation. If it is definitely not that, the only other thing that I see here is in like a work or group environment, you're going to be very popularly regarded. You're going to be recognized among a lot of individuals. You might receive an award or a promotion or an achievement. You are going to be recognized. You might be speaking on a stage, or you might be speaking to a group of people just standing around looking at you. If it's like a social event or something, you might have a project that you are preparing, and then you're going to present it on like the Zoom chat or whatever. But I'm seeing like a lot of eyes looking at you. Okay, there could be a secret admirer in there too, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only other thing that I'm really seeing. And then you get to choose to move forward. Like, do you want to proceed with being offered this promotion? If you are offered this promotion, do you want to proceed to step forward, or do you not want to take the chance? I'm sensing that you're going to have a decision to make in regards to either this individual that's been watching you, or perhaps in regards to like a promotion, or you actually you landing that account and moving forward in that aspect, or there's be something in regards to that of you stepping forward, choosing like, well, you gave the presentation nicely, do you want to be promoted to general manager? Do you know what type of effort that's going to take, right? Like something along those lines. But you are going to be recognized for your efforts and for your world views at some type of thing, or maybe both, you know, general reading. So but the choice is up to yours. You're going to have a chance presented to you how you want to proceed forward physically, either in a relationship with this person or not in a relationship with this person, or taking the promotion or not taking the promotion, or taking the job or not taking the job. You're going to be put kind of like in the spotlight amongst a whole group of people, and the choice is yours to move forward with that. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group number 3. Very interesting reading. All of them are interesting. This one very, very specific. So I'm Oculus, the alien next door. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful stroll. We will chit chat again soon.